Hello and welcome to another math video, Factorising Expressions number 2. So we're just working our way through year 10 content, getting into just our second unit on factorising. So we've done the basics. We've looked at common factor factorising, and that was examples like x squared y minus xy. So in doing that one, just to recap for you, x, y is in common. So to make the first expression here, you need another x, and to make this back term here, you need a minus 1. So I've done that. Great. Let's get a bit more advanced. So let's have a look at something like example A. And example A will say is 3 x plus 1 minus x outside of x plus 1. Now this looks already factorized, but it's not quite. In common here I had both an x and a y. In common here, my two terms here, I've got this first part here, this second part out the back here. I've got this x plus 1 is in common. So you'll see those two here are both the same. So because they're in common, I'm going to bring them out the front. They both go out the front. Okay. So much like I had here, I'm going to give you an even easier example. Let's even go AB plus AC. So factorizing that will get you A, B plus C. So my thing in common here is A, here it's x plus 1. So x plus 1 goes out the front. Okay, then I just put the leftovers in brackets. So here my leftover was B, my leftover here was C, so my leftover here is 3, and my leftover here is minus x. So this expression here is the same as x plus 1, 3 minus x. Okay, so only one a remained here. When you start off with two a's, one a remained. We start off with two x plus 1s here, only one x plus 1 remained. If you are not convinced this is legitimate, I would encourage you to go and expand this expression here, see what you get. Separately, expand this expression here, see what you get. Hopefully they're the same thing. If they're not the same thing, I'll probably suggest you made a mistake. Maybe do a few more examples, see if we can really get it out. But that is factorizing expressions looking at a more difficult common factor. Okay. Let's have a go at another one, because obviously this is a little bit what is the what. So example B. Example B for banana. Let's factorize x outside of 4 plus x minus 2, and we'll say 4 plus x again. So what you want to recognize here, given there's two sets of brackets, is that there is a common factor. A common factor here, 4 plus x. Common factor here, 4 plus x again. So my common factor comes out the front. 4 plus x, his old friend x. Okay, so now that's my common factor. What I need to multiply by, I need to multiply 4 plus x by something to get this. So 4 plus x by what? I don't know, gets me this here. Well, 4 plus x multiplied by x gets me 4 plus x multiplied by x, or x outside of 4 plus x. Similarly, 4 plus x out the front here, I need to multiply by minus 2 to get minus 2, 4 by x. So my common factor is now at the front. Much like I did in this example up here, if you need to go back, have a look, please do so. But that common factor expression is very important, especially in terms of progressing in your factorizing. Yeah, let's grab another one or two. Let's go C for Cartesian, C for continuity, and let's factorize, let's say, 4x, and let's go x minus 3, minus 8, and let's go x minus 3 again. Okay, so common factor here, x minus 3. X minus 3, again, this bit in brackets here is a common factor. If these brackets are not the same, if this is something different, if this is like 2x or plus 1, then you can't do this. You do need these brackets to be the same. So, pulling out that same bracket there, they're both x minus 3, x minus 3. Then I need to multiply by 4x to get this part here, and by 8 to get this last part here, by the minus 8 there. You might see here, this is looking pretty good. You think you're in for 4 marks. You're actually not in for 4 marks at this stage. You might see in this second bracket here, there is a common factor of 4. So I will bring that out the front again. So I'm going to say this is equal to 4, then x plus 3, sorry, x minus 3, I keep saying plus, I'm sorry, x minus 3. Then this bracket here, I've taken the 4 out. That leaves me with just x minus 2. Okay, so my answer, all written in the same color, sorry, is going to be equals 4, x minus 3, x minus 2. Okay, so the x minus 3 isn't common. The rest of it is just the x minus 2 in there. Again, do a lot of examples. Convince yourself this is true. If you're not convinced this is true, you need to do some work on it. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. We do need to get a bit harder pretty soon. So please get confident. Have a good crack at some of those. Cheers.